Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad matatag!
Actually, because we saw in the DPC that they went for some pretty crazy heroes for 23 Savage. One of them
gonna call the Slark.
Oh, they get the Slark.
I was gonna call it.
That's my bad. My bad.
No, that's all right. Start out this lane. You know, I've mentioned that Cuckoo really needs to have a solid start to this one if they're going to have any chances of taking towers and putting a lot more pressure on. They're on to hide for now, but where's the damage? Where's the follow-up?
Well, they should have the
Maybe
damage
lightning
just in a
tick it out.
poison attack. Look at the kill. Zephyr's going to trade his life with running under the tower, but he's got enough movement speed, in fact, to get out of the aim of 23 Savage. So a great start for T1 back in. They also see Makoto rotating down, so the vision early on from T1 has been really on point. We're going to jump. Let's see if they got the damage to get the kill. Without the Earth Spike, they might be lacking it. And the rotations to now come out from Talon. They're going to jump on forward, targeting down Whitemon for the moment. An easy kill to the line, but you need to respect Ana. The Pudge is going to be dealing ridiculous amounts of damage once he's on top of the Talon members. As Zephyr will jump back in, coils out from Makoto, but where's the extra rotations out of team? It's just two members battling against the three, and they do not have the numbers advantage to come out on top. And Talon will overwhelm T1 in their own jungle. Mid lane, Thompson might solo kill Savage. Nicely done from
that
Thompson.
makes it worth it.
Yeah, a bit of a silver lining across the map.
Coming through all three cores towards the... I think just making sure that he doesn't get into those super early items to have that true team fight impact is going to be the biggest deal for him.
Look at that. Not the Helm Dome creep.
Ana?
Hyde doesn't have the level 6 just yet. They need some TPs coming down from Talon. Oh, Hyde just got the ultimate. The experience is enough to lay the Static Storm down. They'll glimpse Zephyr back under the T1 tower. There's another easy pickings for the side of Talon. They'll chase down the support. A perfect timing for the Static Storm to come out.
Now, I might sound a little bit premature here, but
Obviously felt like they had a way to be able to address it.
you can think that all you want. It might not be the reality of the situation, though. Mid lane, got a couple of seconds left until this Static Storm's available, but he's just looking to run in to hide. Another great Earth Spike coming through.
So now, Talon, they need to be speaking about how they're going to be able to address the Morphling in regards to this game. You know, potentially... Oh, hold that thought, KP. They've got a really good position to take the fight. They're going to try and get the coil. They're avoiding Thompson at the moment, dealing with the supporting cask, and now they can go back to the Morphling with the perfect chain control, but it's not enough. Just TP out. Thompson, he'll make it away, but...
At 13.5 minutes, it might be going down now that this Tier 1 tower is being hit into by the Beastmaster, but I feel like T1 still feel like they're in a pretty decent spot. TP's coming in. Disruptor's hanging nearby just for that glimpse if you're revealing a little bit too early on Cuckoo.
It's a big kill if they can get the Disruptor straight away, and they will. And Zephyr's going to be able to pounce on forward as well, catching out KP on the retreat. Great defense from T1. They will lose their tower, but they're going to make sure they can catch up some of the members on Talon before they can get away.
That it wasn't dewarded. Here we go. This is the smoke. They're trying to take advantage of this timing. Primal Roar's back up for KP.
They're going to see
The
Ana.
fact that they've got this Hawk.
Can they blow him up though? Ana's pretty goddamn tanky and close to the T2 tower, and he's actually going to run at them. Ana lands the hook, and now Thompson's going to TP in, but the Static Storm Thompson, he doesn't get the attribute shift off, but Talon, they're not going to commit into the middle. The retreat's been called, a 1-for-1. They still actually get rid of Ana towards the back line. As high, that was enough damage to get the kill, so that will favor Talon in the end. Will still be very vulnerable into the instant hex from the Lion, but without a blink from Whitemon, that could be difficult. Ana's Dismember as well is something that he has to fear. Smoke up, Hyde. Great position to pop the smoke. They're going to wait for him to the high ground. Instead, they'll turn to Hyde, trying to bring down the Disruptor, but they might be able to pop the Savage! Savage didn't pop the BKB, nor the Shadow Dance as well. And Cuckoo, he'll tip in for it. That frees up the pit now as Tier 1. They're going to be able to go back and claim it. But Makoto, unless he has something else to say, a coil.
Shaker, where's Shaker?
They've got the Earth Shaker, but he's nowhere to be seen. They're not going to jump on forward. So even though they get the one kill and a decent ultimate.
The Roche pit, but Aegis was already claimed. There's no real point to do that, and now you've respawned, you've still got that Blink Dagger, but again, it's going to be a good 100 seconds until you can have any impact with it. we go. Big
Top lane.
timing. Talk about timing.
They're onto Makoto. Wyman with the instant stun. That's the blink reveal. Oh,
Thompson's in
no,
deep,
no,
though.
no. Thompson is in incredibly deep. Savage has got a pounce. They've got the roar as well to hold him down. He doesn't get the attribute shift off. A couple of cores getting a little bit too antsy here in this upper bracket finals.
Agi stacks. You've taken, again, one tower with a Beastmaster and a Helm of the Overlord at 25 minutes. This is not what you want if you're Talon.
Ana, you could be able to blink and get the hook onto KP. He's actually going to jump on the high ground as well. Ana's going to be cautious because Savage, no hesitation with the use of the BKB. He's going to be able to stack up the essence, but he's on the wrong side of the fissure. Savage just can't continue to right-click. As T1, they jump with Ana, making sure that no man will go in alone.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, not world about the Static Storm providing a little
Savage
bit of
might be in
extra
trouble
movement.
mid. Ana's going to jump. Oh, the pounce away. Now this is a bit deep here, but they know the BKB is on cooldown for the Slark, so it will be difficult for him to fight.
Zephyr's in.
And Zephyr, he's going to look to jump in. Echo slams out. Q's going to find the ultimate before they secure the kill. But the damage, look how hesitant Talon are. Savage will be able to pounce back forward, and they've been able to isolate Ana. So another kill given over to Talon.
A bit too deep that time around, but that was the play. That at least now they're using their ultimates around these big objectives, you know? Previously around the Roche Pit, 4-man coil by Makoto wasn't followed up by anything. Echo slams just being thrown out.
Jump, a quick burst. Thompson's nearby to blow him up, but it's just Thompson now, alone on an island. Let's see if they're going to be able to have the control. Thompson, he actually might look to turn around and man fight because he has the scepter, turn it to the slug, but Thompson, he's leashed together. Again, what a crazy game we got. 19 kills even between the two teams, but it just feels like both sides are... Death.
They want to try and find Hyde on the Disruptor. That's what they want to do. And he's now switched out the Philosopher's Stone as well into the Psychic Headband, just making sure that he can get off the best static.
They're going to glimpse him to the low ground. A double fissure's going to connect. Makoto's in as well. The Force Staff not going to be able to reposition Ana out to the left side, and Savage, he'll secure the kill. He gets a bunch of essence, and he's looking for more. But the bounce a little bit too slow as Wymon's able to retreat, but Talon, they're on the hunt. Oh, what the heck's? Wymon, that was perfect, but the instant use of the Aeon Disc Makoto, he's okay. But the rest of Talon, they had to over-position. KP, he pushed himself too far forward, but he's got a BKB still in the arsenal. They're going to turn to try and deal with Zephyr, and look at Makoto holding back Thompson as well. The consistent use of the silencers making it very difficult for the Morphling to get into the middle of the fight, and now they've got the glimpse back onto KP. They
Of a pretty obvious cliff as well that sees exactly what's happening right now, but I just don't think they're going to be fast enough.
Yeah, looks like it's going to fall before they get there. Thompson just completed the BKB, and look at the position from Q. They're all under vision. Q, the instant hex though from Wymon. And now Thompson, he's been able to jump into the middle. Let's see what the Morph Shaker is going to be able to do. They blow up 2 on Talon before they can get the ultimates off. And now Thompson, he goes out to the right side, but can't connect onto Makoto. A glimpse into the
It's just little plays like that that set him apart.
Oh, that's a very aggressive blink. Ana's got the rest of the team starting to connect. This is giving Savage a lot of time to be able to steal the essence. And they kept the easy kill onto Ana, but can they deal with the Slark now? Static Storm's not going to be able to protect him for the moment of T1 do an incredible job to be able to Delta split. Down to the south though, Thompson, that's where the eyes need to be if they can control the Morphling, but they won't be able to in this team fight. As Thompson playing with their Slark, Aghanim's looking and pouncing into the river. Will catch up to the Disruptor, and he might be able to catch up to 23 Savage now, but back throughout the middle, Makoto in the jungle, assassinates Whitemon. Q was needed as well for the kill with the fissure. Blink up in a couple of seconds. He gets out to the left side. Where's Savage though? He's looking to reinitiate as Savage bounces out for the north. BKB's going to protect Thompson, but they want to get out. Thompson's out. They make the executive call to look to retreat. Do they have any stuns for Cuckoo?
Super freely like this. He's in a position to get picked off very
Another
quickly.
smoke.
And we prioritize his survival.
Ana's taking the outpost. So Savage has got the jump
Force
in.
forward.
Great force stuff. And they get the hook. Q's in
Better
trouble
hook.
now. I don't know what they're going to be able to do to be able to protect the Earthshaker. They'll try and chuck up the Depth Shroud, but Q's gone. He doesn't have a buyback. This is a vital team fight. Without the Earthshaker, they might be in trouble as Savage. Early use of the Shadow Dance. He's going to look to retreat. He gets the pounce, but they're going to block out the escape, and now they should be able to secure the kill. As Savage goes down, they're trying to catch up to Makoto. Thompson with the lead, just shy of getting the connection. As Makoto,
they got to just try and find a way to pop the A on disc on Park first. Where is that damage that's going to actually poke? It feels like it needs to be a lucky hook coming through from Ana.
Smoke hasn't popped just yet. They've gotten a lot of map control up onto the high ground. Instantly going to try and bring them down, but they've been able to isolate the Morphlings on here at the moment.
Ana's on the cliff.
They'll get rid of Zephyr. Meanwhile, Savage going to try and turn to deal with Cuckoo. Again, the Slark is having a free fight. He gets the bash. Cuckoo tried to TP up, but he won't be able to do so. As they're going to be cautious about the Slark now. He's stolen way too much essence for T1 to be able to address him. And Savage recognizes this. He's going to pounce into the middle, deals with Ana, but tops him. He's a completely different beast. Still with the ages for another look to retreat, but in fact, Makoto, he's into the middle. And Aeon Disc will buy him some time. He's able to get out to the left. Meanwhile, inside the river, Ana
on his own.
Just brought back. Ana, not like this. Cheese, it will not matter. He's got another round of the BKB. Thompson's here as well, but the Echo Q into the river, but they might still be able to get Savage. Slark's gone. T1, can they do it? A 3 against 5, Thompson against the world. Makoto should be able to kill off the line, but can they catch up to the Morphling? He's going to look to TP out of the triangle. They don't have any vision of the Morph at the moment. So Thompson will trouble. Nice waning rift into the fissure. Savage going to jump under the tier 4 towers. They're going to try and turn to deal with KP instead. But the Aeon Disc protecting up the Beastmaster for the moment. They're going to toss him back inside the base. KP protected with a cheese, but he's falling lower and lower. They can't even kill off the Beastmaster though until Ana jumps into the middle. They've got the damage finally to secure the kill, but Savage is out to the right side. A 1-for-1, but can they go back in on Talon? You've got the Age's advantage still, but Thompson is isolated inside the lane. Static Storm's gonna get laid down. Ana's gonna jump into the middle as well. They don't have the damage to deal with Thompson, but the Essence shift, it's starting to sack up, and Savage is just doing too much damage. Thompson gets the waveform out to the left side, but Savage, he'll pursue him down. A pounce is there, but he's gonna be cautious though. He's gonna be cautious here on Savage. He's got the Aeon Disc. They might be able to kill off the first life, but can they kill him a second time? And it doesn't look like that's the case. As Makoto, he's had a completely free fight. This puck has done so much for Talon in Game 1, and that is a big reason of why they will be victorious. Game 1 going the way of Talon.
Dazzle. I wouldn't hate that, just for the slow against the Primal Beast. Void Spirit we were talking about?
Very cool.
Let's see
it's also
where we end up going.
Okay, we'll be Cuckoo playing the Venom.
Before. It really does feel like Thompson's going to have a fine enough time in this lane, though, right? You mentioned that if he gets low on the back of some Aether Remnants, scratch that. He's actually getting a few right clicks in the face.
Nice dodge, Makoto with the dissimulate. He's got the right click range. All the new heroes can hit from afar, and you see that is exactly the case here. As Makoto finds a solo kill, and he'll get a tip as well.
Playing it with a Veno, you're playing with a Lone Druid, very early timings. Same sort of thing with a Marcy.
They're gonna dive Thompson. And Makoto, he commits with the double ultimate. Makoto's now stuck under the tier 1 tower. A Remnant will provide a little bit of distance away. Couple more right clicks. And now with a poison touch, but Savage! What a rotation! The Chrono clipping 3. They've got Q nearby as well. Talon! They're on the ball in the second game. Even KP said, screw it. I'll come join the mid-team fight as well as Talon. 6-0 start.
But Nana immediately looking to try and go into the mid porting. The engagement inside the area. Early smoke coming through, just allowing Ana to finish off the Roche for themselves, maybe trying to catch them off guard.
Catch Makoto. The chain control has to be ever so perfect, and he's lost mana now, Makoto. Actually still got enough to be able to get the Astral Step away. No way! Thompson Invoker. What? Oh my lord.
Read like a book. And they know where Savage is as well.
Oh my lord, beautifully done from T1. You get Roche You get a crazy kill onto the Void through it thanks to Thompson's Invoker. This is why you pick him this hero. T2 Tower, very nicely done for T1. This is a lot of their timing here off the back of the Aegis. They need to continue to play aggressively across the map. You want to fight here though on Talon. You got a great wall to the high ground. KP's just going to look to try and target down with the Venomancer.
Yeah,
with the Ice Blast following up forward as well. Cuckoo's going to charge into the middle to at least get the poison over off before they secure the kill. And T1, they can turn it around though if they get a couple lucky roots out, and they will do just that onto the Primal Beast. But towards the northern side, Thompson, he's being caught out. He's in trouble at the moment, but Savage, he doesn't even get the chrono off. Pump faked it for the first time. The cold stat was able to disrupt the second use, and they kill off the Faceless Void. I'm not quite sure who they give it to, because I think there's even an argument to be made for Thompson to take it. Maybe because he's not too close to the level 20 talent. That extra 80% Chaos Meteor damage is a lot. Mid lane, Ice Blast onto Ana. Makoto's going to be able to jump as well. Ana, he wasn't ready for it. An unsuspecting move from Talon, and they just blow up the lone Druid. And that is as soon as Roshan spawns.
Be able to go right on in. They want to take away some of this vision, but Cuckoo positioning himself fairly well.
They're
Trying
gonna
to scare off Hyde.
Into the river. Look at the alacrity damage coming out from Zephyr, but the Chronosphere eclipse off to Thompson, but he's able to get the protection off. They don't have the damage at the moment thanks to the BKB. Let's see if Thompson's going to be able to continue to run himself away. The respect coming up from Talon. They will not enter the high ground. Instead, they're going to deal with the heroes that are still caught outside in the river. Zephyr is able to jump on forward, but Cuckoo, he doesn't have this capability. They should be able to chase him down. The onslaught into the middle, but a perfect
what a tornado
as Thompson breaks the combination. As T1, they've successfully avoided that attempt. What a beautiful move from them. They dealt it.
Sure, this time around, at least they have something that's able to put this tempo up. I mean, look at the speed that they're able to take some of these towers. Just getting about 5 hit by the Spirit Bear that shall not be named.
They again can poke the bear, but then they need to protect him. They're going to do just that. The jump onto KP. KP's gone.
He couldn't be KP.
No opportunities now. Hyde, he's also getting chased down by the bear. Shan's going to be able to slow it down for the moment. But the tier 3's already been melted. Zephyr is into the middle. The Enchantress posturing aggressively. Makoto's going to look to buy in some time, but Savage to the back. Gets the chrono onto 3. It's on the saving support as well. There's going to be no grave to keep them alive. As Savage, he can now turn to try and deal with Cuckoo. A 4-staff into the tree line, but it's not enough. As Savage now, he'll turn his attention towards the lone Druid off the back of the respawn. Arna's got nothing to keep him healthy. As Talon, what an incredible high ground defense. They say, screw your Aegis advantage. We can... Illusion to work with, nothing too crazy.
The Wraith Pact on Cuckoo as well. So that is a significant factor if he's able to drop that and the pipe as these initiations are coming in on Savage. But
they're going to try and hide. Maybe with the damage coming through for the meatball as well, they'll secure the kill, but Savage, he gets a chrono to both the cores. The Ice Blast as well. It'll click onto Ana, but they haven't been able to blow anyone up throughout the ultimate, so maybe they're going to be cautious here on Talon if they want to stick around. KP, a lot of damage out of the Pulverize, going to try and chase him down, but down to the south side. Thompson, he'll secure the kill onto the support, but they're still going to be cautious here. Thompson will be able to reposition thanks to the bonus movement speed. The Deafening Blast will push back the Faceless Void as well. Savage, he doesn't want to let them go for free. Another time walk on forward. I don't think he's going to be able to catch up. Are they considering this, Thompson? What shenanigans are you up to here? How can you pull out of the hat to try and kill off the Faceless Void? And, well, he won't even stick around to make the attempt. But the ultimate on cooldown for the Mars seat, they will be lacking the damage, so another kill for 23 Savage.
Defensive movement, but it won't be quick enough. They won't be able to get that true map control, or maybe they will. I mean, Zephyr's backing him up just for the sidekick to be able to enable a little bit more of that burst damage, and good play coming down here from Q, just trying to delay things out as much as he can. Might even get a pick off onto
Look at the instant TPs. Uh-oh. T1, you gotta get out. Zephyr's like, all right, my job's just to get the tier 3 tower, but Savage, his job is trying to catch up to the bear. We'll find the slow. He's gonna get the bash as well. Looks like the Savage roll will get some distance away.
Time to have a true impact. Onto the high ground is KP.
Cuckoo.
Tactical.
Oh, he's gonna walk on forward. A 4-star breaks the combo. Savage gonna try and catch up to Whitemon as well. Gonna be able to get some distance away, but Cuckoo's the one that's in it. some trouble here is Cuckoo. He'll go down. Meanwhile, the Chronosphere to the north, though. Savage. He found 2 heroes, but he didn't catch out Thompson. The Invoker starting to get the combinations going. Meanwhile, in the middle of the fight, through
these bashes.
Waits the bash onto 23 Savage. And now T1, they need to get more. They committed heavily off the back of these buybacks. They should be able to catch up to Q. Juking down to the south, but the buyback coming out for the Faceless Void. T1 need to respect the capability of Savage rejoining them. It's KP.
He's got the BKB again, and the Chrono again. He used the Refresher previously, so that's what he's Whistle Blade. Once he pops that Unleash, you're almost
Hang on,
guaranteeing a chain
Savage.
lock.
He's got another round of the BKB. Thompson might look to try and bring down the Primal Beast. Savage has the Chrono again. He popped the Refresher, but Whitemon's on the outskirts. He should be able to play around with the Grave, but the Ice Blast, it's going to prevent Thompson from being able to survive. So he's going to look to deal as much damage possible before they secure the kill. Meanwhile, still inside the middle of the lane, though, Cuckoo, he's the one that's in trouble. A 4-star, but it doesn't get enough distance away. He's in the middle of it all. Maybe they're going to be able to hold the base here. And that is difficult now because you're going into a Lotus Orb onto KP. So he can protect himself if he wants to charge in. Thompson, that's an aggressive blink. He's forced to pop a BKB as well. Thompson's in trouble. Ice Blast into the middle of the Grave's not going to do anything because it's silence on the northern side. They get on top of the Dazzle. Thompson's down without a buyback. And Talon, I think they've done it. On to Cuckoo next. No space as Talon, they'll take over T1 territory. Your base is now mine.
Oh yes it is, not even bothering to go for the rack. Straight tier 4, says Savage. Might be, yeah, he time walks back. Just the PTSD coming from previous qualifiers all the way back at TI9. He got all the way to Game 5 to be able to go to TI. He doesn't want to give it up again in a similar sort of fashion. Going for the safer play, but with no buybacks being expended, they're just going to want to go on forward. It's going to be all up to Zephyr and Ana to be able to defend this, bringing it to a Game 3, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
A jump in,
What a
Hail
remnant.
Mary attempt. Bye-bye Zephyr. He's got a buyback, but Savage,
Another Chrono.
it's another out of the Chrono. And this time, it's onto the real hero. Onto Ana at the front of the fountain. Now they'll go for Zephyr as well. And why not Fountain Dive against some players who are well known for it? Talon. What an incredible series. They are yet to drop a map in the TI.
Right.